Hello, Alex. How are you?
Hello.
Very good indeed. You're right.
It's like very crazy for us to be talking with you. I'm a big fan of Blur since I was like 15. So when you came to Argentina in '99.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was the first time. And it blew our minds then, and it's been blowing our minds ever since. I mean, I think it might be my favorite place in the entire world. We've always had such a brilliant time in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and also in Cordoba last time.
Yeah.
Two absolutely unforgettable nights, brilliant weekend. I had so much fun. We just love it. I can't wait to get back there, man. I don't know I'm ready. I don't know what the others are much about. I mean, come on, let's do it.
Mendoza. Do you visit Mendoza?
No, we've never been. Only two cities, but I'm up for it, man. I'm in. Count me in.
In Mendoza, we have a lot of wine and cheese. And do you like cheese?
Well, I mean, I think it was the food in Argentina is just, yeah. I mean, when I saw the provoleta, the melty cheese.
It's like a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. I've been trying to make that myself. It's difficult. I've been trying to copy that basically and make it here. I think that people need that here.
It's so easy. It's provolone cheese.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Provolone with some garlic and pepper and I don't know how to say oregano.
Oregano. Yeah. Oregano. Yeah. But you need the proper guy to cook it. I think that's the tricky bit. You need the asador.
You throw it over the grill and that's it.
Say again?
Yeah.
Cover it in a bit of oil.
You throw it over a grill and that's it.
Yeah, it's tricky though. It sticks. It falls through. That when I do it, you need an Argentinian really.
Okay.
But I do. I think. I mean, I think about Argentina a lot. I mean, it's just we really. I think sort of touring Argentina and South America, particularly when we got back together in 2012, we came and did a few shows, and we weren't ready for it. I think we thought everybody had forgotten about us, and just like the reception we got across the whole of South America, that was the main thing that made us want to make another record, which we did. But that's like going back. I mean, it's been a long time. Magic Whip was what, 2015, 2016, something like that. So yeah. I mean, I can't really believe it's sort of 8 years since the Magic Whip and 25 years since Song 2. I mean, it's literally just gone like that.
How do you feel about 25 years?
Yeah. I had to go and do something at the BBC. Well, it must be 5 years ago. They were talking about it was an anniversary of Britpop, and I said, I can't believe it's 10 years since Britpop. They said, no, it's 20 years. It's the 20th anniversary. But I think I mean, it's hard to believe. But what's brilliant is that people still seem to be enjoying that song. I think although you don't kind of the fact that music is so widely accessible today, I'm kind of astonished by what a variety of music my kids and all young kids listen to today. They'll be listening to 60s music, 90s music, 80s classical music. Everybody's just up for anything. I mean, I don't really know how it's happened, but people still seem to, like wherever we go in the world, people turn up and sing our songs, and it's brilliant, and I'd love to do it again quite soon. That would be good.
Alex, I don't know if you're aware of this, but back in 97, 98, Blur wasn't that big in Argentina.
Right.
Yeah.
But once that EA Sports FIFA was released, Blur became huge.
Really?
Well,
Was that what? It's funny, isn't it? And that was great because we got World Cup final tickets as part of that deal as well. I mean, I remember the money was really rubbish. They don't pay you very much for those things.
Yeah.
We were like, should we do it? And when they were like World Cup final tickets, we were like, okay, fine, deal. But you know, it's amazing how music kind of permeates.
did you notice that in other countries, because Blur, it was a very known you were well-known artist because girls and boys and
Sure.
Yeah.
but you became for real. There was my generation, kids from 9 years to 16 were listening to song 2 every day.
I mean, I think it's like the simplest, oldest trick in the book, like quiet, 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 loud, loud, loud. It never fails. It's probably the simplest song we've ever written. It's certainly the quickest song we've ever written. It was done in about 20 minutes. Well, recorded in like 20 minutes. We were waiting. I'd hardly been to bed. I'd had like 1 hour's sleep. I was feeling awful. We were all feeling awful. We were waiting for a piece of gear to turn up, like a bit of technical kit. I think it was like an Eventide harmonizer or something that we needed for a guitar sound. And it was supposed to be coming from the hire company. We were all bored. So Graham set up another drum kit in the live room. So there was 2 drum kits, and him and Dave started playing that rhythm together, and we all started playing along. And then the bit of gear arrived. And it was, oh, it's here now. Right, okay, we're done. That's done. And we didn't kind of listen to it for a couple of days. We're like, oh, that's quite good, but it's too short to be a single, and you can't really hear the words. You know, it'll never work. But you know, good. But then, like, the record company quite liked it. It's actually the American record company going, this is the one. This is great. We were like, okay. I mean, I think it's still the guide vocal on it. You know, it's literally Damon was just singing whatever came into his head. But we tried to replace that vocal, but nothing sounded quite as good. But it was literally just like an impromptu, like, woof, just did it without thinking about it at all. And I suppose that's testament to the fact that, you know, you've just got to keep turning up for work and getting on with it, because you never really know what's going to work and what's not. It's I think that, but that was kind of what we were trying to do with that record. I think we made a conscious decision. You know, Blur, this was our 5th album, and I think we would sort of The Great Escape, our previous album, it got very elaborate. There was kind of string sections and brass sections, entire orchestras. It was, you know, it was just all getting just a little bit kind of we just wanted to, like, completely, let's just strip it all right back down to basics and make a kind of visceral 4 guys in a room, keep it simple, turn it up, just like that, you know, simple as possible. Well, you know, there wasn't really a whole lot of thinking went into it other than just sort of keep it simple. I think we've been playing together. We were sort of the band was like 10 years old at that point. So we'd spent so long playing together for so many days, weeks, years. You know, I think we had some confidence as musicians at that point, and I think it takes a bit of experience to have the confidence to kind of realize that less is more. It's the same with cooking. You know, the simpler a recipe, you know, don't mess about.
Like proboleta.
Yes.
In the 97, there was something, but a little of internet. And today in TikTok, for example, music reach new audience much younger than those who were even born at that time. Today there are parents and children who listen in Blur. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's just one, you know, I never expected to be speaking about it 25 years later. You know, I just had a really bad hangover that day. I was just trying to get through the day. You know, it's brilliant that I suppose, you know, the fact that that there are so many different kinds of media now. Music is very accessible, and there's kind of there are very few situations that aren't improved by music, I suppose. So it's kind of, it sort of gets in. It's like water or gas; it gets in anywhere. Just gets in anywhere it can. And yeah, I mean, I've got no idea what my kids are listening to on their phones, but they, it's they never stop. It's like they're completely connected. I think when I was a young kid, I loved listening to music, but I just did it on the radio. I mean, that's where my love of music came from. But you didn't really get to choose what music you listen to. Well, maybe you don't really with TikTok. It just comes up. And,
the music business are changed with you can listen in the Blur music on radio, on TikTok, on Instagram, or Spotify, or Tidal.
Yeah.
A lot of platforms.
I want to take you a little moment out of song 2.
Yes.
Because there's something that it always amazes me when I'm talking to musicians that mark some milestones in the music history. Did you ever enter your mind that someday you will writing a bass line that would be like one of the most famous bass lines of an entire decade, like Girls and Boys?
Well, thank you. I mean, I think you have to have a certain amount of kind of stupid arrogance to kind of get up and do that. But it's all kind of bravado. I think it's kind of more shocking afterwards. Like, wow. At the time I thought, yeah, this is easy. But like after, like, wow.
I mean, there is a video that it's amazing, but where I don't remember how it's called, but it's like a history of bass, and it starts with 1540 and ends in one shot of a computer with Skrillex, and there's a bit of Girls and Boys, like. How do you feel about it?
Well, I feel very proud. Thank you for letting me know. I'll try and find that. Brilliant. And I love Skrillex. And I love Bach had some good bass lines as well. That's for sure. But back in like 1700, he was smashing it on the bass.
Yes, there was a lot about Max.
And what is the last song you heard?
I was just before I was talking to you. I've been I was working with a band. Been working with a band this week. I was just checking some mixes actually called Superficial Love. Really good. Sounded really good. I'm really pleased with it.
Before finish the interview, and thanks for your time, Alex. There is a question that we ask all of interviewees, and is it how does Alex James listen to music?
Really loud.
Okay.
I don't often listen to music in the background. If I'm listening to music, I like to kind of sit down and listen to it really loud and think about nothing else. There's nothing like it.
Do you use headphones or monitors?
Yeah, like
speakers.
Big speakers. Yeah. Where are they? There you go.
Oh.
Pretty
big speakers.
Okay, right. Very big speakers. Okay, thanks, Alex. And when you come to Argentina, we go to eat cheese.
Yeah, man, can't wait. See you there. Brilliant.
And I'll teach you how to make provoleta.
You're on. I'm in. I'm coming.
Okay. Thanks, Alex.
So much, guys. Really lovely speaking to you. Cheers.